Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be talking to y'all about scoliosis. Maybe you just got diagnosed and you're looking for answers. One would be, why me? I know that was a question that I asked whenever I was diagnosed and I first saw my x-rays was, wow, that's scary. Why is this happening to me? Another question I had was, what does this hold in the future for me? Like, how is this going to affect, either my career as an athlete or just my overall life, quality of life. These are all things that I wish I had the answers to, and nobody really does, to be honest, but I'm gonna, try to comfort you in a way that, in the best way that I can. I was diagnosed whenever I was 15. I'm now 19, so I've had a few years to kind of process everything that's going on, and my mental state is much better than it was whenever I was 15. So a little bit of background: whenever I was 13 years old, I decided I wanted to be a Navy SEAL, and I woke up at 5 a.m. every morning and I would go on these very long runs, and I would do pull-ups, hundreds and hundreds of pull-ups and push-ups every day. And I did that until I was about 15, and I was diagnosed. I was trying to play football freshman year, and I was getting my physical done, and the doctor there decided, I wanted to ask, like, my back's really been hurting, like, what's the problem? He's like, hey, bend over real quick, and he saw that, my back was uneven, and then he got me an x-ray later, and sure enough, 260-degree curves, and the doctors all told us, like, hey, there's nothing to be done. Sorry that you're in pain. Maybe try this chiropractor. Chiropractor didn't really do anything, but I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just deal with the pain. A little bit more time goes by, and I start doing a little bit of research and find out, hey, you can't be a Navy SEAL or even join the military if you have over a 30-degree curvature in your back, period, even with the waiver. So 20 with 20 degrees without a waiver, 30 with a waiver. There's no way I was getting in, especially with 2. So coming to that realization that all my dreams were crushed and now gone, I fell into a pretty deep depression. Hopefully your career or dreams don't rely on the health and condition of your spine. Mine did. Maybe you want to be a pro football player, or I don't know. Whatever your dreams may be, maybe they're physical, maybe they're not. This could affect them, and I hope that they don't. But if they do, this is not the end. I wish someone, lots of people told me this, and I always looked at them as, who are you to say this to me? You don't know me, you don't know what I'm going through, you have no freaking clue about what has just happened to me, And you might be thinking the same thing, and you might be saying, to everyone who's trying to encourage you that, they don't really know what I'm going through. And you're completely right, and I don't even really know what you're going through. You only know what you're going through. And maybe you're much more mentally strong than I am. But I'm a pretty mentally strong guy, I would say. I'm very disciplined, wanting to be a Navy SEAL at 13. And I don't know any 13-year-old who wanted to wake up at 5 a.m. When they had the option of sleeping in and running 6 miles every day. So I'd say that I was stronger than the average kid, at least, and this broke me. Having my identity and everything kind of ripped out, because I had my whole identity wrapped up in be a Navy SEAL whenever I was older. I told all my friends, I told my parents, this was what I was gonna do, and I was gonna die before anything would stop me, and I would never even get the chance to do that. I was gonna get out of high school early at 17 and go and join. So, but you will get new dreams. This is the realization that you're gonna have to come to terms with, that you can't always make whatever you had in plan work. Life happens, Sometimes you don't get what you want. Life is not fair. I had been told that for years, and I always thought I knew what that meant until it actually happened. And then I really understood that life really is not fair. It doesn't care, you know, what your dreams or your goals or your ambitions are. It only cares about, you know, nothing. It doesn't care about anything. It will plow through you just like it plows through everybody else. And that sucks. You know, your situation and my situation, it really, really, really sucks. Especially if you're in pain on top of that. You know, I was in horrible, horrible pain. And I still am. Not every day, but, you know, a lot of days I struggle. You know, I can't do every job that I want to do at work. I have to be smart. I've got to, you know, I can't do deadlifts anymore. I can't do a lot of these wonderful things that I love to do. You know, I can't play college football, you know. I wanted to, but I can't. You know, if I want to walk when I'm 40, you know, I can't take that risk. So what can you do? Well, you can encourage others that are in your situation like I'm doing. You can be a motivation to others, not quit. The worst thing that you could do is quit. That's the most important thing to do. The most important thing not do. And I never quit. I never gave up. I never stopped working out. I did get very depressed and sad, no doubt, but I didn't, you know, just say, screw this, I'm just gonna, you know, become a lazy blob and not do anything. I never did that. Maybe you're doing that now, and you might be thinking to yourself, like, well, hell, I can't do this anymore, like, I've already given up. Absolutely not. You need to get back out there, and you need to start doing what you can, you know. Whatever it is, you know, hopefully your dreams were intellectual and had no physical requirements. But if you were like me and they had all of the physical requirements as well as intellectual requirements, then I feel for you and I'm sorry, but there are still things that you can do. And this channel is kind of dedicated to letting all of you know that you don't have to just give up. You don't have to just listen to your doctor and, you know, stay on your couch and, you know, watch all the things that you wanted to do on your TV. If, you know, let's say you were paralyzed, you know, like, God forbid that ever happens. You know, there's still people who are out there who still make dreams come true, like that famous painter. I don't remember what her name was, but she was paralyzed from the neck down. She was painting beautiful paintings with her teeth. Do what you can, you know. Maybe you can't be a Navy SEAL or whatever it was, you know, for you. But what you can do is you can go be a cop. You know, maybe that's it. It's what you can do. These are things that I'm looking at. I was so focused on what I couldn't do that I could not see what I could do or what I could become. And you know, you are your own worst enemy. You're not going to be able to grow if you're so focused on what's already dead and gone. What's already happened has happened, and there's no going back from that. And it's taken me a long time to realize that. You know, wishing and wanting is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to reverse your scoliosis. Your body is broken due to a broken world. It's not because God did this to you or your parents gave you bad genetics. You know, it's the luck of the draw. You were dealt a bad hand. And I'm sorry. And there's nothing you can do about it other than move on. And maybe it's time for you to move on from feeling sorry for yourself, because that's not going to help anybody. That's not helpful for anybody. Improving your situation always and looking for the good in all situations will improve your mindset. And focusing on other people, you know, if you focus on someone other than yourself, then this, you know, rather than being a victim, figure out, you know, maybe I can help that guy, or maybe I can help this guy. You know, I posted a picture on my Instagram of me flexing with my scoliosis x-rays right next to it. And I got, you know, a few DMs from that, and this guy was like, hey man, how can you help me? And like, what exercise should I do for my back? And I told him, like, oh, this is what I do. He was like, okay, awesome, man, thank you, I really appreciate it. And that kind of gave me an idea, like, hey, maybe that can help way more people. Obviously, this channel is super small. You know, I've got about 600 subscribers, you know, at the time of posting this video, and I don't get that very many views, but, you know, I get a DM, you know, probably once a week, or a comment saying, hey, man, you really helped me out. Maybe you can go help someone out. You know, maybe the whole reason you have scoliosis is to help someone else with scoliosis who's not as mentally strong as you are. Or maybe it was to help your friend who, I don't know, there's just so many different options and ways to go with this. But do you understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? Is that it's not always about you, and sometimes it's about, you know, something completely unrelated. We don't really know what God has in store for you, whether you believe in Him or not. You know, it really doesn't matter. What this life has in store for you, you don't know, and you will never know. And you're just gonna have to live with that. But what you should take away from all this, I guess, is that you don't ever have to stop trying. You don't ever have to quit just because of the situation that life gave you. So, I know there's a lot of words, and I don't even really, I didn't have any notes prepared for this video. I was watching some Breaking Bad and just chilling out, and I don't know, I just got the inspiration to make a quick little video. So I hope you found this helpful. I know a lot of y'all out there are struggling. I'm struggling too. You know, because of pain, it hurts. Obviously, pain hurts. No shocker there. But, you know, I hope that y'all can be encouraged by this, and that you're not alone. That there are people all around the world who are going through what you and I are going through. And it's not completely hopeless. You know, there are still lots and lots of things that you can do, and that you can just push through, and you can make it to tomorrow. You know, all you have to do is make it from this morning, or whatever time you're watching this, to the evening, you know, and then you go to sleep and you do it all over again. You just gotta make it one day at a time. You know, you gotta break it up. Don't look at the next 30 years of your life, you know, man, what am I gonna do whenever I'm 25, and, you know, I just, you know, what job am I gonna get, you know, or whatever. I'm like, maybe say you're a 16-year-old kid like I was, and I was freaking out because I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life. You know, I thought I was gonna go be, you know, a badass Navy SEAL, and, you know, go kill terrorists. I don't know. I just wanted to be a Navy SEAL because I wanted to do the hardest thing that you could do. But you know, it didn't work out, and I didn't have a backup plan. I didn't have a hey kid, if this doesn't work out, then what are you gonna do? Like, nothing, because it's gonna work out. So think of lots of different options that you can do. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, and you know, stay positive. Stay looking forward to the future, not worrying about it. The future will worry about itself, you know. You, when you're 25 or 35 or 40, will figure out what you're supposed to do when you're 45. You, when you're 19, is going to figure out what you're supposed to do when you're 19. So that's just good life advice for anybody, whether you have scoliosis or not. So anyway, I hope y'all found this helpful. Sorry for rambling, but I hope y'all took something away from this, and I hope y'all have a really good rest of your day. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.